conversation with Ola. So what I wanted to talk to you about, how important is it to be alone? Do you sometimes take some time to be alone and just think for yourself?
Definitely. I think it's crucial. And it shouldn't be something that's frowned upon. Like some people might think you're antisocial or stuff like that. I personally have several things that I prefer to do alone. And I feel like it's good to collect your thoughts. It's good for your mental health. I do it for no, every day. I would even say every day there's at least one thing I do alone that helps really. So, for example, coming into work, quite a few people come from my side of London, but I make it it's mandatory that I travel in alone, unless I bump into someone. The reason I do that is because going in silence, just collecting my thoughts for the day is really important. So if I have someone there that's talking, it's already set me off a bit. I think being alone in the different aspects, everyone should find something that they enjoy doing alone. Yeah,
I believe so as well. So, because one thing I like to do is sometimes I go for a walk by the river.
Yeah.
And I would take a notebook. If anything that's going through my head,
okay,
I normally just write it down. That's a good way of releasing stress and just being able to be in control of your own mind. But then some people might say, they might find it scary to be alone. Have you ever had any moment or something is happening in your life where you thought, you know what, I need to be alone?
Well, I have a stressful day myself. Like I feel like it's important that I do something alone just to collect my thoughts. Yeah. So it could be a walk around here. It could be going to the sauna or steam room. Even going shopping, like going to see the shops by myself. So I definitely think that is something that should be encouraged more. Yeah.
So, and in aspects as well, because I feel like in this day and age we live in, so we have social media, you have Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok, all this new stuff. It kind of puts people under pressure.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
To live up to a life that necessarily have to do.
Yeah.
Live up to. So what's your view on social media?
I think my view on it is that, especially for young people, they should remember all it is just a collection of highlights. You're seeing the highlights of somebody's life. You're not seeing the actual reality. So if you compare someone's highlights to your reality, that's crazy because they haven't shown you their reality. So you should be comparing your highlights to their highlights. That's where you probably see the same thing. Everyone has good days, but they're not going to show you the bad days. So if you're comparing your bad days to someone else's good days, it's a mismatch already. So you've got to really approach it in a way that it's literally just a bit of fun. The moment you start making it your world, and the moment you start getting into the competitive, you can never win because you can't beat somebody editing.
Yeah.
You can't.
I agree.
Yeah.
You can't beat someone that you don't know.
Exactly.
You can't compare your life to someone you don't actually know personally.
Mm-hmm.
So, have you ever been in a relationship or had friendships that social media affected your friendship?
I think definitely, even like friendships, not so much now because as I'm older, I've got friends I've been with like over 10 years, so we're quite older and mature. But when we were younger, I definitely think it's unhelpful for the younger generation, especially when they're still trying to find them and understand themselves because they're not sure who they want to be. It can be a real identity crisis. One day you could see a rapper upload and think you want to be like them. The next day a footballer and think you want to be like them. It's just constantly swaying. So I think for the younger ones, definitely. When I was younger, I definitely feel like it had a slight effect. Yeah.
So you had a side effect on you?
Yeah, because you don't know who you want to be. You just want to be famous and
Did you feel like you saw yourself, chasing that as well?
Yeah, I'd say getting very distracted. Getting that where you are is actually the path, and you lose value in what you're doing because you're looking at someone else.
Yeah.
When really that other person, you have no idea what their reality is.
So, relationship-wise, what would you say, with so? Has that ever affected your relationship with a girl?
I'd say it's affected it to the point where the other way around. It's not why I haven't got into a relationship recently. It's because of social media. The reason being, I feel like it's one of the biggest things that ruins these things. Yeah, and if I was in one, it would be as far away from social media as possible.
Yeah.
For that very reason.
Yeah.
So I feel like where I'm active on it, I have a lot of friends, I have a lot of associates. It almost, if I was actually going to get into one, I'd have to draw myself away from it a bit.
Away from it, yeah.
So yeah, it's the
You
opposite.
know what? I do the same as well because now I'm currently in a relationship,
Yeah.
but I try to keep it away from social media as much as possible because to keep it off. Because what happens is, you know, maybe not you, maybe the person you're with,
Yeah,
they start comparing their relationship to someone else
Yeah.
on social media. So I feel like it's not healthy.
yeah,
Yeah.
agreed.
People don't post their bad parts when they're arguing for like hours, they're not speaking to each other for like 2 days,
Literally.
3 days. But then if they go to a restaurant, they just take a picture, post there, and it's like, oh, life is good again.
Yeah.
But you don't see those things.
Agreed,
Yeah.
agreed.
So has it? So you said it's one of the reasons why you haven't gone into a relationship.
Yeah, because I feel like, how do I put it? The stage I'm at now
Yeah.
doesn't, okay, I'm a very social person. And I have no qualms about it. You both see, I don't hide it.
Yeah.
So everybody knows I'm very social. So I think that alone will make some females have trust issues because they'll be like, even from their perspective, looking at me,
Yes.
you wouldn't, this guy goes out all the time.
Yeah.
So it's almost the current lifestyle I live and what I put out doesn't suit for somebody that's like trying to.
I completely agree.
Yeah. If you get how I'm trying to explain it, yeah.
I completely agree. Even just from me being a personal trainer,
Yeah.
I wouldn't fit for most women.
Yeah.
Because for me, it's like always in the gym, meets loads of people,
Yeah.
loads of other women, trains lots
Yeah.
of women. You know, I don't fit that ideal
True.
boyfriend or
Yeah.
role of like I belong to the room.
Yeah.
I'm constantly meeting different people.
Yeah.
So I understand what you mean now.
Yeah.
But do you feel like you don't feel like you can find someone that can
I
actually
feel
fit?
like the experiences I've had so far,
Yes.
a lot of girls have been skeptical. So
About it.
yeah, exactly. So and the work, it fits in with my industry. About going out, it's very hard to take that stigma off.
Yeah.
But if I did, if the right girl was out there, then maybe I will. Maybe she'll watch this one day. I don't know.
I mean, well, you want to go out there, if you know you can handle the lifestyle,
Come on.
shout out. What's your Instagram? You can always drop him a message.
I'm done.
So, what advice would you give to young people? You know, when it comes to what have you experienced in life? Good advice from people that were older.
Yeah.
What would you give?
The one thing, if I could go back and speak to my younger self, I'll just say 2 words: slow down. That's the only 2 words I'll say: slow down. The reason I'd say slow down is because you feel like you're in a race for some reason in your early 20s. And if I felt like that back then, and I'm a bit older now, the kids of this generation, my goodness knows how they must feel. You're seeing people be millionaires by 21. You're seeing people, I've seen the youngest ever homeowners now. It's pretty getting almost normal now, like 20, early 20s.
Yeah, people earning their own
So,
home at
yeah.
21,
So it's
22.
like, I would just say slow down, because online, it looks like a lot of people, but in the real world, it's just a drop in the ocean.
Yeah, just a drop in the ocean.
And you would never have known those people existed if you weren't online.
Yeah.
So slow down, definitely. And slow down doesn't mean be laid back. Slow down doesn't mean be complacent. At least be happy with where you are and set realistic goals.
Yeah, I would say so.
So yeah, set realistic goals.
Yeah, I would say so.
Most of the goals I had that I thought I'd hit by 21, 25, I've now set them for 30, 35.
What's one of those goals?
I'd say like owning multiple properties. That's definitely something that I wanted to do very young. But these things take a lot of planning. You have to learn about how to get your credit sorted. There's so many other small things around it.
Yeah.
It's not as simple as just ticking a box. So I feel like that's one of the biggest ones. Owning properties, traveling as well. You've got a whole lifetime to do it. You don't have to visit every country in 1 year. Like you've got to fit it around your day to day. So I feel like all these things that people want to do straight away, spread them out across a longer period of time. It doesn't mean you're being boring, you're just being realistic.
Realistic. No, I completely agree. Yeah. Set realistic goals.
Yeah.
Because I once I did set unrealistic goals.
Yeah.
And then later on, as you get older, you get more wiser. So
and you're saving yourself from disappointment.
Yeah.
You set yourself really unrealistic goals. Yeah. You get disappointed. And what you find is the biggest achievers, they didn't actually set themselves the goal that they've achieved. Yeah. They've just leveled up every time and then turned around and said, oh wow, I'm here now. Yeah. So that's the way to do it.
Yeah, I would say so as well. And that's the way to is to be willing to work hard and be willing to learn.
Yeah.
What's the second advice you give to your younger self?
So the first one I'll definitely say slow down. And then it's an interesting one. I'll definitely say find out what happiness is for you, because growing up, especially in African backgrounds, a lot of things are decided for you. So like a lot of things are.
Tell me about it.
Your parents they not their fault, but they think they know best about everything. It can go. Where do you want to start? You can go from religion to the lifestyle you live to everything.
Yes.
So it's important. So you're almost programmed, and you think that's what you like, but that's actually what they've told you. Yes. I'm not saying be a rebel. I'm definitely not saying be a rebel. I'm saying find out what you truly like. Yeah. It might be that you're in the same religion, but you prefer to go to a younger church. It might be these small changes can have a huge impact on your life, and you don't want to look back and be older and begrudge your parents, because all they've done is given you what they knew. It's up to you to find out what makes you truly happy, and that's even career-wise as well. So I definitely think you get to a certain age where it's on your responsibility, and you can't be that bitter person that says, "Oh, my parents didn't do this and that." So I'll definitely say slow down as the first bit of advice. And the second part is find what truly makes you happy and pursue it. So, yeah.
So, like you said, coming from an African background.
Yeah.
Did your parents choose your lifestyle for you?
I'm lucky. I'm very fortunate that our parents weren't like the sort of typical. Initially, I'm the youngest sibling as well, so I'm probably lucky that way. Yeah. But older siblings probably had it a bit worse. But by the time they got to me, they were actually all right with the fact that every kid's different. I wasn't very academic. I was more into sports. They supported me pursuing a career in sports. Didn't work out, but I feel like just having that flexibility to express myself, it made a huge difference. It made a huge difference.
And I think coming from an African background, that's one of the things that we like. Where your parents, they do decide your career for you.
Yeah.
If it's not
doctor, lawyer,
or barrister, or
literally.
They don't actually teach you to become an entrepreneur, own stuff, start something, create stuff.
Agreed.
And I always say it's probably due to lack of confidence as well.
Yeah. They're paranoid. Yeah.
Good. All right. Well, thank you for tuning in today. And we've got Ola. Ola, what's your Instagram?
My Instagram is ola.f_.